off this 5-minute fair value gap. So we also have a 5-minute fair value gap over here, and we can see price enter this fair value gap before giving us a second potential entry. So one fair value gap here, and then the other fair value gap here, and they both led to pretty good trades to the upside. So how do we take advantage of this? Let's break down the first fair value gap, right? So again, we're going to be dissecting two things over here, right? The delta and the volume. So from the last session, I broke down exactly how I've determined my settings on the ATAS platform. And the way I do that is, again, quickly going to go over my settings now. Clusters, and we want to go to delta profile. So this gives us the delta. So this gives us the indication of aggressive buyers and aggressive sellers. The other thing we want to be using as traders is the volume, right? The volume, again, we want to be using the volume profile. So again, what the volume represents is the bid and the ask together. So it's the bid and the ask. So if we quickly dissect one candle over here, let's dissect this candle, right? So this is our key level. This is our fair value gap. So when price comes into a fair value gap, and this is very, very important to understand, right? Only when price comes into a fair value gap are we looking for this entry model. And this is a entry model that I use myself personally on the 1-minute time frame. Right, so here on the 5-minute time frame, we can catch the same trades on the 5-minute time frame. So if we dissect this red candle over here, we can see the candle body is red, right? But already it's really interesting. It's super interesting how we understand that the majority of the volume is situated in the lower half of the candle. We see a large amount of volume over here. What does this large amount of volume correspond to? Well, it corresponds to red delta. Red delta is aggressive selling. So that's really easy to understand, right? So the reason this strategy is essentially the backbone of every strategy and it works across every market and it's the best strategy you can use is because it doesn't lie to you. It's not going to give you a fake out liquidity sweep like the ICT concept. It's not going to give you a fake boss or a fake liquidity sweep. When you can read the numbers and understand who is